It's two reasons why I'm skeptical about the flat Earth.
Okay.
Really three reasons why when I think about it.
Mhm.
I'm Muslim. In the
Mhm.
Quran, Allah talk about the Earth being like an egg-shaped sphere, right?
Mhm.
Then number two, I feel like the Bible corrupted, and the Bible say the word firmament, and that's where people get the term firmament from. So they taken from a corrupted source to begin with. And number three, why I believe that the Earth is round is because, and it kind of ties into the fourth point that I'm gonna make. The third reason
Okay.
why is because we got all these institutions, all of these careers, all of these different sciences. Well, not scientists, but sciences like gravity, um, uh, what aeronomics, um, like you name it. Most of this the engineering, all that shit really revolve around the concept of gravity and how the Earth is flat. So I feel like there's too much evidence pointing at to the Earth being round. And
But
then
okay.
the final point that I make is that during when they passed, I forget what year it was. I think it's 2012, or it might have been 2002. I don't know, but they passed a law called the Freedom of Information Act,
Yeah.
right? And that means that you know what I'm saying they got to push out all the information, so any information is attainable to anybody. The layperson can get information, and with
Yeah.
internet, anybody can get information. Now
Yeah.
back
But what if
in antiquity,
information is a lie? You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
told
but
you that
that's what
9/11.
I'm
They
getting
told
to.
you 9/11
That,
was terrorist type shit. You know, we know that ain't
yeah,
true.
well,
So
that's
a lot of
exactly what I'm
information
getting
they
to.
putting out ain't even real. My bad. My bad. Go
That's
ahead.
what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm getting to. During the days of antiquity,
Hmm.
all the information.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Hold
So
on, real
people
quick.
can
Real
tell
quick.
information.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, yeah, for
It's
sure.
me. You just asked what's this channel about? This channel right now, this channel is called It Don't Exist Podcast. So basically, we just going over shit that
Oh
don't
yeah.
exist. You know, lies that's been told to you. You know, society plays a key role in how we are and what makes us up as a person. So just going over some things that's the norm to everybody that may not truly be real. So we're just chopping it up right now. Right now, we're talking about the flat Earth. So I'm gonna let my man go ahead and continue. I didn't mean to cut him off, but just wanted to touch in on you.
No, no, it's cool. It's cool. Okay. And like I say, okay, so during the dark ages, during like antiquity, they controlled the masses by information. But now information is free. It's to everybody. We got internet. Anybody can get information. So you can't
True,
really control it. The only way you could control it is to flood it with fake information.
true.
Information that's more interesting to people to follow than the truth. And I feel like the flat earth and like a lot of other conspiracy theories is part of that whole propaganda campaign to flood us with fake information.
Okay. So I felt like that too. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that too at one time. And like I say, it's all about what you know, information. The
Yeah,
older you get, a lot of the things that you was taught as a child, you tend to veer from it because you
definitely.
see that it's more out there than what's really told. And
Yeah.
from the things that I've seen, just my enlightenment, really. Man, I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna send you this information, bro. It's too much.
Send it to
This is
me.
video. This is so it's a lot. So you be a judge. You know, I'm not here to convert nobody. I just want to
Right.
spread the information. And
Yeah.
from what I know, because I'm a critical thinker, bro. Like I think things. I sit back and I think about things, and I try to make reasoning out of it, and I try to get the truth out of certain things. You know, my mind is a filtering system. It's a sponge as well. You know, I learn from a child. I can learn something from my 1 year old. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I don't cut out nobody information, nobody knowledge, nobody
Yeah.
understanding on life.
A wise man can learn from a fool.
Definitely,
A fool can't learn
definitely.
from a wise man.
And as you know, a broken clock is right 2 times a day. So it's truth and
Yeah.
lies. So you just
Yeah.
got to be able
Yeah.
to filter it
Definitely.
out and
Yeah.
take in what you need. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at shit, bro. And I honestly believe this earth is flat, bro. This earth is
Bro,
flat, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this,
Oh.
bro. This is what I'm gonna say, bro. This is what I'm gonna say to
Hmm.
that. I'm not gonna knock it because at one point in time, before I was Muslim, I thought I was like, bro, the Quran ain't real. Then I started reading the Quran, and I'm like, okay, now I
Yeah,
agree. At one point in time, I thought that all black people in America come from slaves in Africa, and when
exactly.
I
But you see, we don't.
you feel me? When then
We
I
well,
ended
bro, we've been everywhere. Go
bro.
ahead, my bad.
I started hearing niggas saying we natives. I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't that. You feel me? But then I
That's
start
just exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we been on this land, bro. Yeah. Hmm.
and they describe the people over here, and they describe the people tall, bronze skin. They look just like the Akabulians over there. That's what they used to call Africans, Akabulians. They look like Akabulians, but they have a bronzer complexion, and they go through great pains to decorate their hair. I'm like, dang, I sound like niggas that's already been over here. You know what I'm saying,
I'm good. I'm good.
bro? Like, so I could go for that. That's why I say, like, I ain't gonna knock the flat Earth, bro, because I don't
I'm
believe it
telling
now.
I'm telling you a lot of a, a lot of stuff. I'm trying to tell you, man, a lot of stuff that we was taught is all programming. And like somebody, the dude just commented, he said Earth isn't flat. I'm like, hey, bro, you can feel and say what you want. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't take away from what a fact is. Like, just because I believe it is, don't mean that you got to believe
Yeah,
it is. You may believe in Christianity or Buddhist or Muslim or
yeah,
Catholic
whatever.
or
Yeah.
whatever. That's up to you.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna search for the truth in things, because I was raised as a person who is to, I was raised in the church. I was raised as a Baptist, and right now at my age, bro, I haven't been to church in years, bro, and I see that it's more to it than that. You know what I mean? So how is it that? What about the people that was here before us? What did they believe in? You know what I mean? This earth been here
Yeah.
for a long time. Nobody even know how long the earth been around. But
So let me
Christianity is pretty. Hmm.
so not to cut you off. Let me ask you this. This is what I always want to ask. Because you know Quran, you know your boy Quran. You remember Quran?
Hmm.
He was trying to convince me that Earth was flat too.
I, what you said, everything that you said, because he did the same to me. Everything that you saying, I said the same shit back to him. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. The earth is round, bro. Why would the earth be flat? Then he started sending me a little information. I started checking it out. Then I went in deep and started looking at, bro. I'm telling you, bro, once I send you all this information, you go, I mean, hey,
I believe so. Let me ask you this. What's on the outside of it?
who
What's on the
knows?
outside of the
Who
firmament?
knows? You can't, bro, look, you can't even, do you know you can't even go to Antarctica, bro? Do you know as a person,
I heard you,
bro,
bro.
you can't go do no type of exploring. The government is over all that. Why? Why is it you can't go out there? Why they don't want you to go explore and see things for yourself? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? When you got, it's like a weight system, it's like a scale. So when you got so much shit that's showing that's like on the, I start to tilt the way of like, you know what, it may be. Then once you feel like that, you go start doing more research on it and you start to understand, like, hey, look, all this is adding up to the real truth. The truth is more than what you're being told. It's just control, bro. Like they want you to believe that you're very small and minute. They want you to believe into a God that's in the sky. They want you to believe all these things to show that you have no hope. You don't get your heaven till you die. You feel me? The rich people who control things and move things, the playmakers out here on this world, the shot callers, the big people,
Hmm.
they know what's up, bro. And they know you ain't gonna get it unless you
Hmm.
got it. You better go get it right now while the
Hmm.
getting is good. If you don't get it, hey, look, we're gonna use you. You a battery. You a blank check, my nigga. I'm gonna cash your ass out, my nigga. That's all it is,
See,
bro.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree, but I kind of disagree. I feel like you do get you do. It's a heaven in the next life if you live righteous life in this life, but it's definitely a heaven in this life. But you only gonna get the heaven in this life if you put in the work to get it.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
got
put in
to.
you gotta put in the work to get it. Yeah, you got to. And I guess
It- so when you zoom in on when you, look when you zoom in on the stars, right? All this stuff is on this information I'm gonna send you. When you zoom in on stars, have you ever been underwater and looked up and seen light? It's,
distorted. Yeah.
yes, that's how the stars look when you zoom in on them. Same way, bro. Same exact way, bro. You can Google this stuff yourself. You can see it yourself, bro. Like you can pull up videos on YouTube, wherever. It looks the exact same way because there's water above us. So is it above as it is below. I believe space is really the ocean, bro. That's the nigga. Them is the aliens, my nigga. All that shit that's in that water, the unknown shit. That's the fucking that's the fucking you know what I'm saying, space shit, bro. Like, man, bro, I don't believe shit, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't believe shit. Oh, man, once I start questioning shit, bro, I don't believe shit. These niggas can't tell me nothing, bro.
Shit, you know
I
what I'm
question
saying? But
everything.
I
I
also
wonder, I wonder, I look at it like this. When somebody tell me something, I'm gonna look at the information, I'm gonna listen to it, but then I'm gonna wonder why you telling me this? You know, what's your point of telling me this? What's your reasoning behind all this? You know what I mean?
hmm
What are you getting from it? You know, I take in all that, and I do my own
so
division
why wouldn't so let me ask you this then. What's the point of lying and saying that earth flat? What
because,
I
bro,
mean lying and
it's
saying
to
that earth
show
round.
it's all about. Okay, so if the Earth is round, because right, all right, look at it like this: if you know who you are, this is just to sum it up. If you know who you are, you have a better chance of being that. You have a chance of reaching your potential, your full potential, if you know who you are. If you don't know who you are, if you feel that you're small and minute, you just gonna be pushed around and used as a pawn. Because you're like, hey, there's no hope anyway. After a while of getting your ass whooped, you're gonna get tired of getting your ass whooped. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna go along with it. So if this is what I feel. If the earth is round and it's circling around the sun at so many rotations a day, an hour, or whatever, and it's going, and the sun is rotating. It's supposed okay. So the Earth is going like this around the sun, and all that shit is moving miles an hour through the solar system. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. We don't feel nothing. We don't feel nothing from this. So look. The same stars that are in the sky right now, they're gonna be there in November. They're gonna be there in February. They don't move at all. So how is it that we rotating like this and not shit moving? Ain't shit move, bro. Come on, bro. How is it that they can't explain it, bro? Look at yeah. But it's gonna move on the same exact pace that we moving. The calculations don't even add up, bro. Okay, so look, check this out. So the moon landing. You think we landed on the moon? You do? Okay, you think wait. I'm finna break this down for you. I'm finna break this down for you. Look at technology today. Right.
Right.
Today in 2025,
hmm
we can't even go into outer space right now. So how is
So
it
we
that
can.
no, we can't, bro. No, we can't, bro. Niggas ain't been to the moon. Ain't nobody been to the moon.
They, they ain't go
Bro,
back to the they ain't go back to the moon
I'm
because
finna
it
explain.
wasn't profitable.
Bro, listen, that's not true. That's not true, bro. Listen, I'm finna explain this to you. We
Explain it to me.
can't, we can't go to the moon. We can't, bro. We cannot go to the moon, bro.
Why
It's
not?
not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible, bro. We cannot break past the firmament, bro. The people were, man, I'm gonna send you all this shit, bro. The people who are the government people, I'm gonna say like I heard Hillary Clinton talking about it. I heard Bill Clinton talking about it. Obama mentioned it. They were talking about breaking past the firmament, bro. They said it. They'll say shit and you won't even hear it because they say it so fast that it's so much information. It's an overload, oversaturation of information, and your brain is not able to take in certain things because you just focus on certain things that they're talking about. They'll tell you the truth in the middle of the lie. Bro, look. Mhm. Everything is inside the firmament, bro. Everything is inside the firmament. So look, check this out. I would check this out. Check this out. Let me say this real quick. So I want to get back to the moon landing. So the moon landing, right? When they landed on the moon, who the fuck had the camera down there and recorded that shit? Who recorded them landing on the moon?
Shit, I'm guessing. I'm guessing one either. I got two things to say about that.
What?
Either
Who
I
recorded
feel
that
like
shit, man?
yeah, I feel like it was pre-recorded. I feel like the moon landing was pre-recorded because
Hmm.
just in case we didn't make it, they wanted to like
Them niggas ain't went to the moon,
bolster
bro.
they wanted to bolster the American morale with
Did you
the
see the
with
shuttle? Did you see the shuttle in the shit that they so called landed on the moon with? Go when we finish this conversation,
yeah
bro.
yeah
Google that bitch and
yeah.
look at
I'm
it.
gonna go check it out though.
Look at it.
I'm gonna
That
check it out
shit,
and I'm gonna keep
bro.
it
That shit
real.
is antenna wires, aluminum foil. all type of weird nigga. You look at that shit and be like, what the fuck? And then to say that this rover and all these people, this Land Rover thing, and all these people got onto that little equipment and it flew and it blasted back off of the moon and landed on the earth. Bro, come on, my nigga. Come on, bro. I got more sense than that. Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
I don't
Niggas ain't went to no fucking moon, bro. The niggas look. They showed them the shit landed on the moon and niggas get out. Who the fuck positioned that camera if they just landed, bro? Back
know.
then, niggas weren't questioning that shit then because niggas was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is stupid. But the older that every generation is better, is smarter, and faster than the
Yeah,
generation before. We question
yeah,
things. My kids question shit that I'd be like, damn, I didn't even think about that myself. I holler at
yeah.
my pops, nigga. My pops, 83 years old, bro. And we be having these conversations, bro. And he be like, I ain't thought of it like I'm like, yeah, because
Yeah.
you basically a fucking slave in your head. You believe in everything they say. Anything that come on the news, the older generation believe that shit, bro. Everything on CNN,
Mhm.
MSNBC, whatever, Fox News, whatever,
But
nigga, they
okay, so
believe that
let me
shit.
ask you this. Let me ask you this
Yeah.
though. What's the difference between them believing everything they see on the news than us or our generation believing everything that we read?
So you
And
don't. So it's
and
look,
then
look.
and then a lot of times people use they biases to guide their status. They don't even much really
True,
look for the truth
true.
of
That
it.
is
They
that
just
is
look
a
for
true
their
statement. That's a true statement. So the thing is, like I said, bro, you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? You listen to it, and you have a filtering system in your brain. You have common
hmm
sense. God is giving you common sense to be able to weigh
Yeah.
shit out and be like, okay, this don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? I would leave that up to every person in general. Let me look at this chat real quick because my man been sending a lot of chat, a lot of messages here.
Okay.
I'm trying to catch up with you. It's me. Uh it says, I believe in myself, fam. You should believe in yourself. 100 believe in yourself. It says, I'm not small.
Definitely.
LOL. I'm what you call a driller in the UK, not being big headed. That's cool. Stars are balls of burning gas. Okay. It's called gravity. Okay, that's fine too. Says, people say that we can't go down to see the Titanic, and they did. Okay, that has nothing to do with it though. The Titanic is in the ocean, and people can go down. They have deep sea. You know what I'm saying? You can submerge underwater and see a lot of shit. Uh, it was a TV trip. So I don't know, bro. Yeah, back then they couldn't. But you see where technology has taken us to where now we can. A lot of shit we can do that we couldn't do 30, 40, 50 years ago. And it's all about like I say, it's information, bro. The more you learn, the more you learn to question things, and you'll see things for yourself. As a child, you believe in Santa Claus, but you know, as a grown man, Santa Claus ain't real. You feel me? So it's like the same shit, bro. They told you so many different lies, bro, and we believe it so wholeheartedly. I got a video out right now on my channel, bro, talking about the Matrix. How basically when what we talking about right now, right? If I was to talk about this to a regular person, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Oh, this nigga's crazy. He talking about the earth flat. That's because your programming, you just turned into an agent right before my eyes and don't even know that you turned into an agent because it's different information that's being presented to you. And so your job is to kill that information. Bro, this shit real, bro. This
Instead
shit
of
deeper than what we
instead
thought.
of just observe it and just listen to it.
Yes, instead of soaking it up and thinking about it critically for yourself, you ready to deny it. You ready to kill it. Fuck that. Fuck nah, nigga. That ain't the
Yeah.
way to
Because
that's not being
but
smart.
that's basic human nature though. It's human nature
It
to
is.
attack and destroy things that
That you
threaten your
don't
well being.
understand.
Yeah.
That you don't
Yeah.
understand. Yep.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
past that
understand that
though.
already. I understand that. Long when you understand it, you can see you when people come to you with that shit, you can spot it a mile away and be like, okay, he just don't get it. And I ain't talking about you yourself. It's me. I ain't even speaking on you like that, bro. I appreciate you for fucking with us right now. You know what I'm saying in the chat and, and all that. But
Yeah.
it's just human nature, like you said, for certain things. You gonna be like you quick to kill it. You quick to kill it. But bro, it's we ain't been to no fucking moon. We ain't been to no fucking moon, bro. We'll never go to the moon. Mhm. I'm in Texas right now. Yep. Right now, right now. It's a minute. I know it's like a night 17-hour drive. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Check. Let me. Can I add something on? Where do you think the internet is? Yeah, where do you think it is? Like the actual physical internet. Where do you think that's at? There, there is a connection. There's a connection, but most people think that the internet is like satellites and all that shit, right? It ain't, bro. Do you know the internet is cable wire? It's just like a wired connection, and that shit flows under the ocean. It goes all the way,
That's
connects
what I was
every
gonna say
country,
first. That's what I was gonna say first. I think the satellite. I think the satellites is the cloud. That's the
bro,
cloud. The internet
bro.
is.
Bro, we ain't, it ain't. I'll tell you this too. It ain't no fucking satellites and shit orbiting this motherfucker doing all that shit that they talk about.
Oh
All that's
yeah, yeah,
cap.
okay.
That NASA
So what
shit,
about
bro.
the Iron Dome?
Look,
What
that
about
that
the Iron
NASA,
Dome?
the NASA itself, NASA
Nah,
ain't
the
nothing but
Iron. You ain't
propaganda.
hear about you ain't hear about the Iron Dome? That weapon
Nah,
that the United States got.
what's that? Iron Dome. What is that?
It's a it's a collection of military satellites that's floating over the country. That's
I
gonna
don't.
knock
I
down
don't believe.
anything that comes.
I don't believe there's no international space station. I don't believe that there are satellites orbiting the Earth. I don't believe none of that shit, bro. I don't believe none of that shit because first of all, nigga, you cannot break past that shit, bro. If you look at the imagery, look at the images that they show you of the Earth from NASA. Look at the spaceship when these dudes be in space, as they say, and they on the spaceship and they reporting live back to the planet and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, how how they doing that? First of all, then actually look at the physical beings themselves. Look how they float. Look how they move. Bro, that shit is green screen like a motherfucker, bro. When I send you these videos, you're gonna see all the shit that they point out. They have little mistakes that the normal person is not gonna catch. But when you go back and rewatch it and somebody pointed out, be like, hey, how is that like that? You know, it'll be shit like they floating, but a cup of water is sitting still and the water is in the cup. How is that possible? Or somebody will have
Mm.
something and it'll fall to the ground. So gravity just exists to
Yeah,
that object. You know what I mean? So,
I gotta see.
bro,
I, but I'm not knocking it because, like I said, it's been so much things that I done tried to knock in the past that I
man, man.
need to see the proof. I just need evidence.
My man said,
Just give me the
my man
evidence.
said one thing in life I don't get is Area 51. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't know nothing about Area 51. I mean, I know what I've been told as a child, but like I say,
Yeah,
I question
that's
all that
about the
shit.
only thing I know.
I question
I
all that
don't
shit.
even believe it, bro. Now that one thing I don't believe. I feel like if we know too much about something, then it ain't true.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
with the government, if you know too much about the government, that's probably the throw out hand. Area 51 is just probably the fake spot.
Hey,
The real
bro,
spot probably Area 15.
this something else I just thought about. So when them niggas
Well,
supposedly went to the moon, right? In the 60s, right? What
right.
kind of technology you think about technology back then? Technology was ass, bro, back then. How these niggas was making reports, calls back to Earth, my nigga, from the moon, bro? Come on, bro. Come on,
They,
bro. Come on, man. That shit bullshit, bro. That shit bullshit, bro. Them radios don't go that far, nigga. Radio back then went like 1 kilometer, nigga, at the most, nigga. Them shit ain't going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they lie to us right in our face. We just don't use basic
man,
information.
in the '60s, they probably had cell phones back then in the '60s. They just ain't give it to the public.
But they didn't have the battery is probably this big. The battery to that phone
Yeah,
will cause cancer, nigga.
yeah,
Anybody who used that cell phone,
yeah.
they died within a year or two, nigga. Like that technology back then was so ass, bro. And they want you to believe that they reported back to Earth, my nigga, from the moon, bro. Them niggas is cap, my nigga.
So, bro, you don't believe in aliens?
I mean, I really don't know. I really don't know if I am to believe in aliens, you know. I don't know. And I think like that. And my phone keep ringing. But anyway, what if
Yeah, my too.
what if aliens is like I say, the shit that's underwater, man? What if that's the true aliens? There's so much shit up under that water that's crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's shit. It's a lot we don't know about, man. It's a lot we don't know about,
man,
man. one thing I always stick by, I always believed in, and I always heard was a wise man knows that he knows.
You, you said a wise man knows what? You're right about that. Yeah, I have. Man, yeah, because you'll be a fool to think you know anything. And then on top of that, let me ask you this. Look, check this out. This is another part of critical thinking right here. What is
Okay,
it that you
I'm
what is it that you truly know?
I know that I know nothing at all.
Exactly. We don't know nothing, bro.
I don't know shit.
We're told a lot of things, but when you
Yeah,
ask yourself true knowledge of like what do you actually know, you really
I
don't
don't
know
know
too
nothing.
much.
And you know how you know?
We
You know
know
how I know you don't know nothing? Because
how's that?
like even the concept of numbers is infinite, right? So if the concept of information and numbers is infinite, then I mean it's an infinite amount of information out there that we don't even know about. Just like how
Straight up.
just like you got chimpanzees, right? Chimpanzees are very smart animals, bro. They're very intelligent for animals, but they could never hope to understand rocket science. That's a realm of information that they'll never understand. And there's something shit like that out there for us. I feel like we'll just never understand because it's above our comprehension level. But that don't mean it's less real though.
Man,
Yeah,
man. Just like it's things I believe that it's things on this earth right now that we can't even see.
definitely.
You
But
feel me?
that's a fact though. You can't see oxygen, and you breathing it all the time.
True.
You can't see.
I know for sure I done seen some shit, bro, that wasn't there, man. Like dead ass.
What you done see?
I didn't man, I don't even want to tell you,
Put
man.
it
You
put
like
it
I
put
done
it
seen
loud.
some shit that wasn't right there, bro.
What you talking
Yeah.
about?
I don't even know what the fuck it was, to be real with you. I didn't even
But
question it.
see, I'm gonna say this. It's a fact. It's a fact that we only see like point what 5% of the light spectrum, 0.1% of the
Yeah.
light spectrum, or some shit like that.
Hmm.
Our eyes can only comprehend 0.1% of the light spectrum. Then on
Same.
top of that,
Same as our ears. Same as our
yeah,
ears. Yep.
and then that what I say, same as our is, and on top of that, the stuff that our brain captures and observes take,
For real.
and we only retain the stuff that's relevant to our reality, bro. So it's a lot of stuff
Exactly.
that we just missing. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Straight up. Straight up.
Yeah,
Look, let me
yeah.
let's
That's why.
hop into this real quick. Let's hop into
Yeah,
this real quick. Uh so this is an old ass topic, but it get brought up every now and then. And I wanted to speak on it with you. Like 9/11, right? So 9/11, we was told. I remember I was in high school when this shit happened, right? And I was like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like niggas flying planes in the buildings type shit. I'm like, what the fuck going on? You know?
hey, I
So
seen. Hey, look, I watched the whole thing on TV. I seen the whole thing
yeah,
on
I did
TV.
too. I did too. And I'm
Yeah,
watching that shit, bro. And they brought the TV in the class with us, nigga. So we watching that shit like, and I remember my teacher, she was like, her mama worked at that building, whatever. But I'm like, "Bitch, we not even in New York, so it don't apply to you, you know what I mean? Or your mama. But anyway, um, when the shit happened, they told us it was terrorists that did it, all that shit, right? So you'll be like,
right.
damn, terrorists, you know what I'm saying? Let's stick together. You know, we're united, we're Americans. Bro, they played us, my nigga. They played us, bro.
Ooh,
So how tell me this. How did a plane fly into a building, right?
right.
It disintegrated. You know what I'm saying? The building burned, crumbled down, right? All that, right? But they found one of the so-called terrorists' passport out there, my nigga. It ain't burned or nothing, my nigga. Sheet of paper. They found that bitch. How the fuck they find that shit, bro? That's cap, my nigga. I believe that the government, the United
Nah,
States
come on,
government
man.
did that shit, bro. Jet
No,
fuel doesn't burn at a
yeah,
temperature to melt or collapse or bend steel. Them steel beams, bro.
bro. They had explosives. They had
My
explosives
nigga,
on the
you ever
columns of the
seen you
building.
ever seen a building get demolished like the when they blow it up and it come down like vertically, it go doo 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 doo
Yeah,
doo doo and collapse. That's the same way the towers did, bro. If that would have been a
yeah,
natural collapse of the tower, that bitch would have flipped over and killed hella
bro,
people. It would have knocked down so
bro.
many buildings, bro. Then
That
Tower
that
Seven,
that whole thing, bro. That whole thing was like just looking at the whole, just looking at all the events that happened after it, you could clearly see that that shit was a ploy to get to the Middle East, to secure
Yes, to get that
resources,
man straight
to,
up. The
to
dude
get
who
that dope.
owned
Cause the
the dude who
fentanyl
owned the
epidemic,
towers, bro. The dude who owned the towers, that
yeah,
nigga ate breakfast in the towers every day, bro, since the towers were
he ain't eat
built.
that day.
And that one day he didn't eat up there.
He ain't eat that day. Yeah,
That nigga knew. That nigga knew, bro.
yeah, I
They
know.
talking about weapons of mass destruction. They went over there and invaded them people homeland, killed hella
Yeah,
people, bro. So
yeah.
how can you know what I'm saying? We the real terrorists, bro. Us here in America, the real terrorists, bro, until the world, bro.
Oh,
We
not,
try to
no, no,
police
no,
the
no. Hold
world.
on. Don't say us. Don't say us. Cause we
I'm
ain't the
saying
ones who
us,
calling for that.
of course, but I'm saying
Yeah,
because I'm an American. That's why I said that. That's
yeah,
why I say us. I'm gonna
yeah.
put myself in the mix because I mean, hey, look, man. If it come down to it, if I go to another country, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, you American." You know what I'm saying? They're gonna view me as American. Period. They're not gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't do it.
Yeah, they gonna see
You
you as
didn't
a
do
man.
it." You know, I'm like, nah, nigga, you an American too,
Yeah,
nigga, straight up.
yeah. That's how they gonna feel. But see, bro, I never felt like that though. I never felt like I ain't gonna lie. Like people said, people like you American, yeah, but I just don't know. I don't feel like it, bro. I just like I
I
never
feel
said
you.
the pledge of allegiance to a flag.
I feel
You
you
know
on
what
that.
I'm saying?
I mean,
I
but
never said that because
one thing too that separate us, we are the native people of this land. So when you say
okay,
American, we not the people, we're not the invaders, the colonizers type shit. You feel
yeah,
me? So
yeah,
a lot of times when you say American, it's to a certain type of people. That's how they view shit. Because when we go to different countries, bro, we not looked at the same as everybody else. We actually celebrated in a lot of countries. They don't view us as we view here in this land. You know what I'm saying? In this land, they think everything negative of us. All the stereotypes are put on us. You know what I mean? So, but we all know as black people, we ain't that shit. We not a monolith. We're not all the same, my nigga. So, but
yeah.
that's how they gonna view us. And so they categorize us, bro. They classify us as this, and that. We everything negative. Look at the word black. Black is bad, negative. You know what I'm saying? White is
Mm-hmm.
everything free of guilt,
Yeah,
innocent, pure. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They call themselves that and call
yeah.
us that for a reason, bro.
And then
It's
and
manipulation.
it's crazy because like, am I mostly identify with the word nigga. Should I be like, oh, I'm not a nigga.
Hey, that's
I'm a,
each
I'm
to each
a, I'm
their
a
own.
black man.
To each their
You
own
feel me?
because I know my colors. My hair is black, bro. My skin is brown, my nigga. You
Yeah,
can't sit here and say that I'm black, my nigga. But it is what in this
yeah,
land that we live in. Because when you go to other countries, there is no black. They be like,
yeah,
what tribe are you from? What's your people?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Where black? What do you mean black? Ain't no white people either. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So we kind of retarded here in this land, bro. Like we backwards, man. But hey, if you live by it, then you believe it, I guess. You know what I mean? So even when I do
Yeah.
when I fill out job applications, things like that, bro, I never put my ethnicity on it because it don't fucking matter what I am.
I stopped doing that too, bro, because I feel like, why does this even matter? I feel like y'all just on 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 some bullshit. I don't
Word,
know. I just don't understand that. I
word.
don't understand that. Yeah.
What do it matter if you're
Understand.
looking for somebody for a position? What do it matter what they are, what their ethnicity is? How does that
Mm-hmm.
matter when it comes towards a job? What can they do? What they mind about? What kind of skills do they bring? That's what you need to be questioning. Don't question what
Mm-hmm.
country my people came from. It don't fucking matter, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in America with you,
Mm-hmm.
what does it matter where I came from? You feel me? So backward ass niggas, man. Go, yeah, do your thing, bro. Bet. That's a bet. I appreciate you being on here, man. Hey, everybody out there who in that chat too, I appreciate y'all being on there. Chris Diddy, Bitoy. I don't know if I said your name right. Think what y'all saying is
What's
on
a
point.
biddy?
I can't.
Not.
No disrespect, homie. On the real, no disrespect. It said they tried to blow the towers before, but the bombs were in the car. Yeah, that was back in like
Yeah.
94,
That was what 94 or
92 or
92.
94. It was one of them years.
Yeah, one. Yeah, yeah. I remember that happened too.
And yeah,
I remember that happened
it
too.
was an
But
explosion
yeah,
down
I'm
there
I'm gonna
in
get
below
with
the
you though,
tower.
bro.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yep.
Bet. But yeah, man, they tried to blow it up and it didn't work out the way they wanted to. So I guess they double back. It says, but why they set it up is the question. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the reason they set it up is all about money. It's all about natural resources, and those countries that they invaded has a lot of it. Look what they did to Gaddafi, Muammar Gaddafi, right? He got his education over here. I believe Gaddafi went to Howard, if I'm not mistaken. He got his education at Howard University. Uh, it was one of the black universities, one of them HBCUs. But this man was about his people. He made sure that his people had things. He wanted to convert his currency over to gold. And you know what Hillary Clinton and them did when she was in power? They went over there and killed that man. They had a whole regime come in and wipe him out. And so what they were doing in his country basically did just like this. Everything they had was up here and they did just like this. And it looks bad over there now. It looked war struck. But they've been doing that literally in every country all over this world. Um, when you have something, um, they're gonna come and take it. They don't want to see you shine. Look what happened in Oklahoma and Tulsa. Black people, whenever we have something, they don't want us to have nothing. They're gonna come and take it. Paul Mooney had a little joke about that, like they'll come and take you. Look what he said. O.J. Simpson was an example. It's a couple of people, a lot of black stars that they do that to. They come and take you. Michael Jackson, Prince, they did it to everybody. See, look what's going on right now. They took R. Kelly. They took R. Kelly was on some weird shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Diddy. They take everybody. You gonna get. They gonna take you. They right now. They taking. They trying to take Smokey Robinson. They trying to do it, man. It's crazy. But none of their people, none of their, you know what I'm saying? There are people who are established who've been in the game for a long time. They're not affected by anything. And they are some of the main people doing that bullshit around here, touching on, you know what I'm saying, PDF files. Uh, look at Elvis Presley. He was dating his girlfriend, his wife, his baby mama back when she was 12 or 13 years old. Nobody speaks on that. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about that? You know, his legacy's still good. They ain't pulled his music off the shelf. Ain't nobody speaking on that. You feel me? So they come after us. They come after us. You feel me? So the system is set up like that, man. You just gotta keep game and acknowledge that they running plays. It's nothing but a play. It's a game, really, and they just running plays on us. They're literally running the same play. Quarterback sneak, quarterback sneak, quarterback sneak, right up the middle. And but we're too dumb and too, we're not paying attention. We're not really seeing what's going on. Once you use your mind, like I say, critical thinking. Once you use your mind and start thinking for yourself, you'll see all this stuff happening. I believe. Damn. That motherfucker was loud. Anyway, I believe this was I forget his name. Oh my god, I forget his name. I can't think of his name right now. But this is a black philosopher. This was I'm gonna say in the 70s, 60s or 70s. He said to be a conscious black man in America is to be at a state of anger at all times. And that is one of the truest statements I've heard. Because once you become enlightened on what's going on, it's like, how can you not be mad? And this is no shot to white people. You know what I'm saying? If you white, it don't matter. Just what I think with white people, what you should do is just acknowledge it. Don't stay silent, because silence is agreement. Don't stay silent on certain things. When you see injustice, speak on it. Put your hands on something. Do something. We can't do it by ourselves. A lot of us are not in positions of power to do anything. We can do something when it affects us locally. Like you come over here messing with me and mine, I got something for your ass. So that's what I'm talking about. Do something for it. If you're really in agreement or disagreement, do something about it. Do something about it. Um, I see my man, it's me say I'm white fam. It's all right, bro. It says so it's late here in London. We like 5 hours ahead of you. You'll say stay safe, fam, and I'll check your channel out. And so I appreciate that, Brody. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, man, that's all I really gotta say right now. I'm about to go ahead and end this live, man. I've been on here for a little while. Y'all go ahead, check out my channel. What's up, baby? Hold on, I'm going live right now. Hold on 1 second. But yeah, y'all go ahead, check out my channel, subscribe, hit that like button, you know, hit that subscribe button, share this boy. I'm gonna try to go live more often. I haven't been going live lately. I've been, I'm living life. I got kids, man. I got life over here. But yeah, man, y'all be easy, stay out the way. You know what I mean? You know what it is. Neighborhood.